Howdy, BigRigSteve here with BigRigTravels.com. Hope everybody's doing okay. We're sitting out here in Council Bluffs, Iowa tonight, and it's time for me to break the silence. I ask that you listen to what I got to say in this video. Do I expect you or anybody to pay attention? No. Do I expect it to change minds? No. So, what are you making this video for, BigRigSteve? Quite simple. I'm here to set the record straight. Everybody all day long, through the chat comments and through the website email, sends me their point of views. And I do read every email. I've been silent, and now it's time for me to give you my point of view. I've been in the Air Force, or I am a U.S. Air Force veteran. That means I served my country for 5 years, Minot, North Dakota, 86 to 91, working in the missile fields. I know what it's like to be a veteran. Many of our viewers are veterans. I know what the meaning of being an American is. Now, our viewers are American, and every other country. I think we've been broadcasting in every country, or viewed in every country except for 2. So what is all this about, Steve? Tell you what, last 2 years, there's been a lot of stuff going on around the world. You're talking about COVID-19 and all of its variants, and you're talking about truckers convoy in America, truckers convoy in Canada. You're talking about increased wages, what, $15 an hour? You're talking about a bunch of stuff. The wall, between the U.S. and Mexico, and all of these other controversial things going on, not only in America but around the world. Currently, right now, as we speak, we got the problem with Ukraine and Russia. Now, as an American, you are entitled, or even if you're not an American, you are entitled to your opinion, your ideas, your thoughts. And I am as well. I do have opinions about everything that's going on in the country, just like you do. But I choose not to publicly tell people what my opinion is. And it's my right not to, if that's what I choose to do. I don't think that the BigRigTravels platform is a place for me to tell everybody what I think. That's not what the website was made for. That's got nothing to do with being an American or a veteran or, anything like that. Nothing. You, meaning any viewer, has your opinions, your ideas, your thoughts. And I'm happy for you. It's great. The controversy we're having with the website is people are demanding that they get to argue, throw fits, debate, and all that on our channel, in the chat room, or via email, and I won't allow that. So people are up in an uproar about it. I respect your opinion. I may or may not agree with it. But guess what? We don't have to. Sometimes you have to agree to disagree. But when I get these emails, it's funny how people assume that I'm for or against something just because of our silence. So now we're here to break the silence and set the record straight. BigRigTravels is not a news outlet. BigRigTravels is not the place to go for you to start fights and argue and all that stuff about anything that's happening. Oh, I know, but I just want to say convoy in your chat room because I wanted to start a discussion about it. That's not the place for it. Because when you say you're not going to start a fight, what happens when I get the emails because you got banned or whatever? You pick a big fight in an email. If you're going to start a fight in an email to me, what do you think as a keyboard warrior you're going to do in a live chat room? You're going to do the same thing and fight and harass and call names to anybody that doesn't agree with you. And we're not going to allow that. Oh, I know, but it's your American right to get into the chat room and demand that everybody listen to you and your opinions when that's not what our website's designed for. Period. Okay. Why don't we allow people to chat like that or bring up controversial subjects in the chat room? Because this is not the place for it. Yes, now listen. Yes, it is important what's going on with the convoy in the U.S. and the convoy in Canada. I get it. Yes, it's important what Russia is doing to Ukraine. Yes, it's important about wearing a mask or not wearing a mask. Yes, it's important about all of that stuff. All of that is important, yes. But it doesn't belong on a travel channel. Oh, but you're a trucker and you drive a truck. That means you need to talk about trucking regulations and trucking convoys and stuff. No, we don't. We made the website 15 years ago. We've outlasted every other YouTube truck driver. Because we're not going to get drug into all of that mess. Now, here's the thing. It's got nothing to do with being American or not American, and I find it very insulting when people send me emails, like this one here from Buzzard Bacon. I'm disappointed in the fact that your platform allows sports talk, oh my gosh, and yet no Support America talk. Pause right there. I constantly talk about America, the way I see it, how the beauty of the Wasatch Mountains in Utah and the Colorado Mountains and Kansas, and we talk about America, but we talk about America from a travel point of view. The beauty of America, not the problems of America. So we do support America. I support America. Don't tell me I don't. All right, email continues. You should be ashamed of yourself. You need to take down all American flags, eagles, etc. off of your merchandise and platform. How disgraceful it is of you to not support America. What does one thing have to do with the other? Nothing. We're driving around America, showing the beauty of America. And I do love America. When I was in the military, I would die for my country. I would die for my country today if it was required. That is an American. That's why I like flags and the eagles and all of that stuff on our cups and whatever. And I point out big American flags flying. Just because we don't want to allow fights and arguments into our chat room doesn't make me any less of an American. In fact, I'm an American for standing up and putting my foot down and not allowing our chat room to be overrun by people who want to do nothing but fight. Yes, your opinion matters. It doesn't belong on the BigRigTravels travel channel. Travels, BigRigTravels, trucking and travels. Not Big Rig Debate. Not Big Rig News Opinion. None of that. That's not what it's called. All right. Here's an example now. Yes, you have, as an American, you have the right to freedom of speech. I'm not stopping you from saying whatever you want anywhere else. If you go to a movie theater, you have the right to yell fire in a crowded movie theater. But do you? No. You know better than that. It's not the place for that unless there's a fire. All right, let's put it this way. You're riding your bicycle, you're riding your motorbike, you're walking down the street. You slip, you fall off a curb, you break your leg. Do you go into the local grocery store, march to the produce aisle, and then ask the produce manager to fix your leg, your broken leg? No, you don't. That's not the place for that, correct? Is that not correct? That's got nothing to do with your freedom of speech or anything like that. That means that's not the place. So what are you going to do? Are you going to yell at the produce manager that he's not American because he don't know how to fix your leg? Are you going to yell at all the customers because they're there to buy fruit and groceries at the grocery store, where that's what that building does? That's what's going on there. You're going to yell at all of them and accuse them of being un-American because they won't fix your broken leg? No. See how stupid that sounds? If your car needs an oil change or, mechanical problems, do you take it to that grocery store? Of course not. How dumb does that sound? You take it to a car mechanic. If you need legal advice, do you go ask your mechanic at his garage? No. You have a legal problem, you talk to him in, a lawyer's office or whatever. Same thing. If you want to discuss political stuff, controversial stuff, convoys, and all that stuff, you go to other websites, the news websites, the opinion websites, the forums that discuss it. Because that's where that should take place. That doesn't need to take place on our website. I've been told through several emails that you're a communist because you don't allow me to argue on your website. What we just talked about for the last 5 minutes. That's got nothing to do with being communist or anything. Do you know what it means when somebody takes your rights away? Ask a 15-year-old girl in North Korea who got prison sentence for watching a Western movie. That is lack of freedom. Not whining that you don't get to argue on this one particular website. On the other hand, going to a website that uses buzzwords such as freedom convoy, people's convoy, and you go in that chat room and that's all you talk about is convoy and all the other problems, guess what? That chat room is a terrible mess, along with all the other chat rooms across the internet that allow that type of activity. So, using buzzwords and allowing fights, that turns you into an American? I don't think so. Just my opinion. I'm allowed my opinion. Just like you are. It's your choice to go to a place that allows you to fight and argue. Oh, wait a minute, I wouldn't really fight. Yeah, You fight, what is it? You fight via email. What are you going to do? Okay, here's a question. You start talking about convoys or COVID or whatever in the chat room. What do you want? What do you expect people that are here watching our broadcast for travel and things like that? What do you expect them to say to you? They don't have the answers. They don't have time nor the desire to go and converse with somebody that if they don't agree with you, you're going to bash them over the head. Who wants that? That's not allowed in the website or YouTube broadcast. Period. Okay, so these same people that write these stupid emails that tell me I'm not American, that's so asinine. That's got nothing to do with it. Would you say that to your doctor because he doesn't know how to fix your car? Would you say that to your lawyer because he doesn't know how to fix your broken leg? No. This is absolutely no difference. Well, these same people have told me, you're the only one who thinks like that. All of your viewers want to know what's going on around the world. I'm willing to bet you that the viewers that view the website are fully aware of the convoys and of COVID and of the wars. But they choose BigRigTravels because they don't want to listen to it after listening to it. Think about it. Bad news all over the billboards. Bad news in every newspaper print. Bad news on every magazine. Bad news on every website. Radio, television, all of that mess. Constant barrage of the same old thing every day, every minute, every hour, and it's all arguing. When one side doesn't want, or when one side expects the other side to do it. I promise you, there is nothing in the world you can say to make me change my mind. There's nothing that I can say that'll make you change your mind. I allow you to have your own opinion. It's high time you allow me to have mine and extend that to the website. Part of being an American is respecting the other person's opinion or not allowing that mess into the website. And jumping back a little bit. Oh, everybody on your website wants to hear this. I did a poll the other day on the website. It's still up. Did a poll. Simple question. Should BigRigTravels allow anybody to say anything they want about all the controversy? Yes or no? When I looked, it was 86% said no, keep it out. So guess what? We're keeping it out because not only because 85 or 86% people don't want it in there, but we never designed this website for all that. In fact, when you go camping, what do? You leave your work outside, right? You when you go take vacation, you go on vacation to get away from the world. You go to Hawaii or whatever to get away from the mundane part of the world, the same barrage of bad news. That's all we're trying to be. We're not trying to stifle anybody's free speech. We're not trying to tell anybody what to think one way or the other. We are only trying to provide a peaceful atmosphere. We broadcast every mile that we drive. No matter where you live in the world or no matter where we are in the country, day or night, depending on when we're broadcasting and driving, we allow people to come to our website or come to our stream and chat friendly, without controversy. See America, see the mountains, see the lonely stretches of Kansas or Wyoming or whatever, and enjoy friendship and fellowship. Get away from the rest of the world. It doesn't mean that it's not important. Nobody said that none of this stuff that was going on is not important or doesn't exist. We all know it exists. We know it's all there. We know there's two opinions about everything, and neither side is willing to understand. We get it, but it doesn't belong here. Here, think of it this way too. You go over to your friend's house. Do you just march in, sit on their couch, prop your feet up on the coffee table, start flipping around the channels, regardless of what they're watching? Raid their refrigerator? Take over their house just because you arrived? No, you don't. If you did, you wouldn't be invited there, because anybody that goes to somebody else's house respects the rules of the homeowner. I'm a homeowner to BigRigTravels.com. Anybody is welcome, and I mean that. Anybody is welcome, as long as you don't start trouble. Period. I don't care if you have your opinion or not. Leave it at the door. Too many keyboard warriors destroyed other websites and chat rooms. I will not allow that to happen to ours. Yes, our chat room is not perfect. Sometimes our moderators jump the gun. We're not perfect. Sometimes they misunderstand. Whatever the case may be. But I stand behind each of our moderators 100%. I'm not here to win a popularity contest. You got that? Where's the camera? I'm not here to win a popularity contest. We've been here for 15 years doing exactly what we're doing, which is simply to show the beauty of America. I know that a lot of people feel entitled. I hate that word, but feel that I owe them my opinion. No, I don't. A lot of people feel entitled that you will listen to their opinion. No, they don't. They don't have to listen to your opinion. To me, it's simple. You can turn it into anything you want. You can attack me all you want to. You can call me un-American. You can call me in the website communist. You could. I don't give a hoot. Because I'm not here for your approval. I'm not. I am here doing the exact same thing or philosophy of what we started the website in 2008. That is, broadcast America. Give people a place to go on the internet, free from hatred, free from fights, free from all of that mess that you get everywhere else. I don't care if 99.9% of the world's in a big fight. I'm unique. I follow my own rules. I don't follow what other people tell me I need to be doing. I'm the one who's running this show. Anybody is welcome to chat in the chat room if you follow the house rules. If you cannot follow the house rules, there's other places that you can go. Believe it or not, we started the website years ago, 15 years ago. We didn't have all the viewers that we have today. But I tell you what, I think we're getting bigger and bigger views and more viewers simply because we are the place for people to go that is kid-friendly, family-friendly, kid-safe. And that's not found very often on the interwebs, whatever. That's all we are. I'm not here to take away your rights. I'm not here to take your freedom of speech away. None of that. And if you go adding any of that stuff and turn it into all of that mess that's pretty evident in these emails that I'm getting, if you want to equate all of that, that's your prerogative. It's just you're wrong. That's it. You're wrong. I'm proud to be an American. I'm proud to be the owner and creator of BigRigTravels. I'm proud of all of my moderators, and I'm proud of all of our viewers that want to come to the website for the purpose it was intended. And I see we're at 27 minutes, so I wanted to make this half an hour long to get my point across. If you don't like us too dang bad, if you want to travel America, learn about a real life truck driver, you've come to the right place. If we're not the website for you, no foul, no harm. Thanks for stopping by. But we will not crouch down and allow fights. You can go somewhere else for that. It's not welcome here. And Betty White, you know, or in case you didn't know, but the late great Betty White told people, or had her own show years ago before she became really famous. She had a black person, African American, I don't know what the politically correct word is now, but she had a black entertainer on, and everybody hated it. So, in her words, and I drew a blank. Had big dramatic moment. Anyways, we're not going to allow garbage on BigRigTravels. Take it or leave it. And in the words of the late great Betty White, I'm sorry. Live with it. I'm BigRigSteve. See you on the next stream.